So I've heard a lot of people ask the question before when they're going to their first event, what should I bring? How should I prepare? So if this is your first event to go to, just know that you are there for the event and don't plan on doing anything else. So wherever you're going, you might say, oh, well, I want to go visit here, I want to go visit there, I want to have dinner plans. Just call all that off. If you want to do any of that, maybe go a few days early or stay a few days afterwards, because when you go to the event, you are there for the event. Dr. Joe has a very loose schedule, I guess you could say. Pretty much trust on getting up really early in the mornings. There's some mornings that are really, really early. And then your night, could end anywhere from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.-ish. So some people are always trying to make dinner reservations. I know we did that at our first event, and every night we ended up having to cancel everything, and by the end of the week we were just like, whatever. If you have any food allergies, you can maybe pack some stuff, or maybe you could try to plan on seeing if different places like Whole Foods might be in the area. Some of them will deliver, or maybe look for some restaurants that could maybe deliver. But they are really good about labeling the food and knowing that a lot of people that come to these events have health issues, and so they'll label vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, different things like that. I had a lot of issues with food allergies in my first event. I had no problems, and actually at my first event I got so healed that I was able to eat gluten and stuff by the end of the event without any issues. So if you're worried about food, don't stress about it. But just in case, you could bring some extra things. But you're well fed at the event. They give you breakfast and lunch, and usually dinner. I was not very hungry because it seemed like about every day breakfast seemed to be around 9-ish, and lunch usually seemed to be around 2. And so, by dinner time, I wasn't really that hungry, and they're usually going to bed kind of early since you're having to get up early the next morning. So just plan on going around Dr. Joe's schedule. And then, like I said, if you want to plan a couple extra days before or after, then do that. Maybe do it before. I don't know about after. Maybe the last day you're there at the event, though. Some people are rush to the airport. And I know we did that at one event, and we felt a little rushed on the last day. So it was kind of nice to stay an extra day. You kind of wake up in the morning. Some people go do a walking meditation kind of together, and you're just a little more relaxed and not thinking about getting to the airport on time or whatever it is you have to do. As for packing, like I said, if you want to pack food, go for it. I usually ended up not eating any of the food I packed because I was fed so well and healthy. For packing, they say that you should bring headphones because you will need that for walking meditation. Maybe bring an extra headset with you, because when we went to one of the events on the beach, it started raining in the middle, and we saw people by the end of the event, they had their phones up to their ears because it was raining, and I guess their headsets maybe went out or something. And if you're worried about your phone getting wet at an event or something, you can go and check out MP3 players at the event for the walking meditation. So don't worry about that if you can't get it to work on your phone, or if you don't own a phone or something of the sort of your phone. Mine spazzes out sometimes. So the last event, I checked out one of the MP3 players, and that was really nice. Also, there are very many times during the event that he does lay down part of the meditation. So you do your meditation and then you lay down. Now you are kind of close to people, and you're gonna have to get used to that, but you will, trust me, you will. But if you want to bring something to lay on, my husband and I have always just brought a yoga mat, and I've just brought like a little small, it's like a teddy bear pillow to lay on. Sometimes my hips hurt, so I brought a little pillow last time. They kind of discourage you from bringing stuff from the hotel room like pillows or blankets or comforters, because that just kind of gets to be an issue, and on the last day people kind of leave them, and it's not really nice. One of the events we went to, the hotel actually provided some sheets, and like my husband just had the sheet still folded up and just used that as a pillow. Some people bring like some small air mattresses or something because it's hard. What I would do is just at home, if you have a hard surface to lay on, maybe just lay on that and see how you can get yourself comfortable. You don't need to be like going to sleep or whatever, but just comfortable enough to where you're not getting pressure on your hips or your back or whatever. And whatever is comfortable for you, I would suggest that's what you go ahead and pack. Then let's see what else would be a good idea to pack. Just Another thing at the event is, oh, I know, dress in layers. Pack extra clothes for in layers. So let's say you're going to a summer event and you're like, oh, I'm just going to wear shirts and tank tops or something, but it's usually pretty cold inside of the arena. And so you're going to want to bring a jacket, sweater, something. And sometimes it seems like you get hot or the meditation makes you kind of sweaty and you want to pull off a layer or something. So bring that. And then you may have a walking meditation early in the morning where it might be chilly, and later in the afternoon it's warm. Maybe bring a raincoat if rain is expected for walking meditation, because he's not going to cancel the walking meditation if there's rain. There's been many events, they just go outside and they walk in the rain. I mean, it's nature, whatever. So definitely do that, to pack extra clothes to dress in layers. And in case you get wet and you want to change, just make sure you have enough clothes for the week. Let's see, what else? Go to the event expecting nothing, and you'll come out with a lot, I guess, is what I could say. Because I was under a lot of pressure on my first event to heal myself. My husband was all excited about me healing myself, and I felt all this pressure. And I ended up just letting go of that. And after I let go of that, it was so much better, and I could get into it so much. And I had a lot of people there my first day just tell me, because I was kind of down in the dumps, not feeling well, whatever. They're like, come to me at the end of the week, you're going to be a different person. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But they're right. You will be a different person at the end of the event. You may not know it, but you will. You are, even if you've been following his work for a long time, there's something about the event and the energy that just changes you. And I was not into his work a lot. My husband was a little bit more. But even then, at our first event, we were kind of in for a little bit of a shocker, because we were raised Christian, and the things we saw at the event were kind of weird. It's like we heard people screaming and yelling and different things. And what we learned is that sometimes when you have things buried deep inside of you, they'll come out. And you don't even realize it, you really can't control it, and you may laugh or scream or cry or different things, and you kind of have to get used to that at the event, and you learn after a while to ignore it or embrace it and basically put your heart out to them and congratulate them for progressing or releasing or whatever. So that's something to kind of prepare you, look out for that. And then there's a part at the beginning of the event too that kind of scared us a little bit, where he puts these people up on the stage to show them how to do the breath a little bit better. You are going to have to do the breath. He does the breath a lot. I know you hate it, but if you get it and you hit it, you will really enjoy it, and you will love doing the breath after that. That was me. I hated it, but by the end of the event, I had hit that spot. I hit the pineal gland, and I love doing the breath now, because it just, the way it makes you feel. So, but anyway, he put these people up on stage to show them doing the breath. And, I was just expecting to see them like, kind of like, whatever they do in the breath. But it really, really scared my husband and I, because first we hear ladies screaming her head off. And we're like, is this lady possessed? And then next thing we know, we see these people up on stage, and they're like literally like shaking and like doing all this weird stuff. And we're like, what the heck is going on with these people? We thought they were possessed too, and we're seriously ready to leave the event. But just to prepare you, that is just a normal, I guess you could say, part of it. That's just energy moving through these people. And eventually by the end of the event, I was starting to feel that energy. It's the Kundalini energy. It just moves through your body. It's coiled up there down at the bottom. And when you get deep enough into your meditation, I guess it is, you can trigger that. And then it comes, and when you least expect it. So don't get scared if you see that. Otherwise, just go and, like I said, expect nothing, but expect everything too, because you are going to be a changed person after the event. You are not going to want to go back to your old ways. That's going to be another thing though. When you get back home, try not to get back into your old habits, because you're going to love the way you feel at the event. You're going to meet all these people. Even if you're shy, I'm super shy. I met so many people. At the beginning of the event, I was like, But by the end of the event, it's like I had opened up my heart so much, and all these other people, you just connect with all of them. And it just feel like these are your people, and these are the people you've been looking for your whole life. They're like your best friends, and you can relate to them, and you just enjoy being around them. And You are going to love this event, and you're going to be like my husband and I, and we're hooked. We've already been to 3 events, and we're about to go to our 4th. So it's just an amazing experience, and you are going, like I said, you're going to be a different person at the end of the event.